Good evening, everyone. I am here on behalf of District Administration Bongaigaon, and I'm going to talk about our first nomination, that is Project Samriddhi. So first of all, let me start with the context of the problem that we're facing. So India basically faces a huge brunt of poverty and unemployment. So recently, according to Global Multidimensional Poverty Index 2020, India ranked a very poor 62nd rank among 107 countries, with around 27.91% people of India falling under multidimensional poverty. Now, this has further been exacerbated by the recent COVID pandemic, because as per a report by Azim Premji University, the report revealed that around 230 million people additionally have fallen into the trap of poverty and have fallen below the national minimum poverty line. So this report also highlighted how women lost more employment than men during the lockdown, as well as how poorer households experienced far higher losses in income during the lockdown period. In this context, Project Samriddhi comes in. So we at Bongaigaon district also faced similar issues like lack of women empowerment, high incidence of unemployment, lack of professional knowledge and skills, especially among the marginalized sections, lack of any new initiative for livelihood among people, and high incidence of poverty among backward communities. So basically, coming to Project Samriddhi is aimed at inclusive community empowerment through co-management of aquaculture-led interventions. Basically, it is sponsored by Indian Council of Agricultural Research under Scheduled Caste Subplan Scheme and is being jointly implemented by District Administration Bongaigaon, National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources under ICAR, and Guwahati University. The total project cost is around 43.15 lakh rupees. Now, what we did under this? Basically, in the initial stages, we have constructed a dedicated public aquarium. So basically, there was an old hall in a park situated in Bongaigaon. That old hall was completely restructured, remodeled into a dedicated aquarium house, and it now accommodates around 62 big aquariums having indigenous as well as exotic ornamental fishes. Now, all kinds of facilities like power backup facilities, water supply facilities with a small water purification unit, central aeration facilities, false ceiling, painting, etc. has been done. Secondly, there is a provision for rearing of exotic ornamental fish breeding as well as rearing. Large-scale production of these fishes is being taken up here. Thirdly, a small live feed culture for nourishment of these reared ornamental fishes has also been set up. Now, we have constructed the aquarium, but what are we going to do about it? So basically, we have selected 20 number of women beneficiaries belonging to scheduled caste community. Now, the entire aquarium and the project will be handed over to them. Basically, they will earn income through three methods. First, selling of tickets to the aquarium. Secondly, rearing of fishes and selling them off into the market. Thirdly, rearing of fishes and production of fish seeds, which again will be sold in the market. So for the first year, we have employed one person who will provide all the technical know-how as well as training to these 20 women. It is expected that after this 1 year is over and they will be fully trained, they will be able to manage the aquarium as well as rearing and breeding of fishes on their own. Now, the selected 20 women are basically, they have been selected from 20 different women SHGs. So what we expect is that once they attain all the know-how in the first year and they attain all the experience, they can transfer this experience to their own self-help groups. And those self-help groups can then take on their own projects like fish rearing and breeding. And Bongaigaon district can then become a fishery hub in the near future. So it will have a positive domino effect in the near future. Now, details of the target population. So basically, we have selected the most vulnerable sections of our district. One is women. Secondly, women belonging to the scheduled caste community. Now, basically, we have seen that in large number of families, women belonging to the backward classes do not participate in the earning process, and it leads to lack of socio-economic empowerment among them. So deliberately, only women members from SHGs were selected belonging to scheduled caste community so that they are socially as well as economically empowered and they can contribute to their family income. Now, what are the outcomes of this project? So basically, the aquarium has been constructed and recently inaugurated. Now we expect that the aquarium will lead to generation of self-employment among needy women through aquaculture interventions. This self-employment is very, very important for the socio-economic empowerment. Secondly, skill development. So for the first year, full-on hands-on training will be provided to this woman for in fish rearing, fish breeding, nourishment of fish, management of aquarium, management of tourists, etc. This will not only lead to their economic empowerment, but also generate confidence among them. This confidence is very important for the social empowerment and empowerment within their families. Thirdly, construction of such aquarium and maintenance will also add to the infrastructure and existing production capacity of Bongaigaon district. Fourthly, there will be income generation and upward social mobility of the backward communities. Now, coming to the innovative aspects of this project. Employment generation among women through aquarium fish breeding, rearing, and trading. It is a very new initiative in the district as well as in the state. Secondly, automatic multiplication process. That is, all the 20 women that we have selected belong to certain SHGs, and as we discussed earlier, they will transfer their know-how to the respective SHGs, who will then take up fisheries project on their own, and in the long run, Bongaigaon will ultimately become a fisheries hub. Thirdly, integration of various universities in our project. So we here believe that we have a huge research base and knowledge technical base in our universities, and it is often not utilized by the administration. So we here believe that resources, that technical know-how which we have in our universities, that should be utilized in the administration, and if we are able to cooperate and coordinate with them, then it leads to a lot of positive effects. So we here coordinated with National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources as well as Guwahati University, and their technical know-how, their experience and their guidance really helped us to make this process a success, because we were not aware of the exact technical know-how of management of the aquarium. Finally, the challenges that we faced. So again, because several agencies and organizations are involved in this project, initially there was a hiccup and it led to certain issues in the coordination, etc. But through continuous dialogue and talking, all of those issues were resolved and every organization came on the same page. Secondly, construction of such a big aquarium. So a large aquarium with 62 aquariums in itself, it's actually a first of a kind in the state of Assam. So it's planning, designing, modeling, construction, it posed a lot of challenges due to lack of skilled manpower as well as resource availability in the district. Thirdly, the MOU was signed in October 2020. So we faced lockdown under second wave of COVID during this period, and the construction and training of the aquarium got halted due to this. Fourthly, several aquarium accessories, including certain kind of fishes, were not readily available initially. So through continuous search, we were able to find out certain vendors and were able to overcome this challenge finally. Finally, coming to the future opportunities, ornamental fishes is a sunrise sector and has huge potential in the international market. So this will ultimately open opportunity to sell the fish in the international market as well. Apart from ornamental fishes, we also plan to incorporate Indian major carp breeding at a large scale in the aquarium storehouse. Finally, we also plan to include certain fish processing units around the aquarium wherein dry fish, fish vapor, fish pickle, etc. can be produced, and it will further add to the value chain, further generate employment, and further generate income for the marginalized section in the district, and ultimately turn Bongaigaon into a fisheries hub in the state of Assam. Thank you so much.
Good. I think this is in planning stage as of now, or women are already working?
So the training is going on at this moment.
Training is going on.
Yes,
No,
sir.
actually,
So
and training is for how long? 1 year?
Yes, sir.
1 year. No, actually, I was just trying to understand few of the things from you.
Yes, sir.
First of all, my experience tells me that this type of groups, normally they should be from, these are traditional skills, no? Normally, they should be from fisherman community, whether they are SC or what. So are these the one you have selected? They are from fisherman community A. If they are so, are they from rural areas? Because this aquarium, you will train them. After that, what will happen? You see, the biggest problem in SHG comes in terms of marketing of the product. So what will be the final products and what are the arrangement? What will be the arrangement for marketing? I would like you to throw some light on that. And how many actually women you intend to cover through this SHG route ultimately, say in 2 years or 3 years?
Sure, sir. So first of all, I agree. Most of the women we have taken care that most of them, I am not sure of the exact number, but most of them belong to the fishermen communities. Their SHGs were also earlier engaged in some kind of fishery related activities, so that convergence of traditional knowledge with the
Yeah.
modern techniques can take place. So
Good, if it is done that way, it's good.
yes, sir. So secondly, regarding marketing. So basically, marketing, we are bringing a new project known as Apart. It is basically a new kind of project sponsored by World Bank for the whole state of Assam. So recently, the Bongaigaon has been made part of Apart. So they provide certain finances for marketing opportunities of fisheries also. So we are trying to integrate this with that. Secondly, we are also trying. It is still in the planning stage, the marketing part, that certain food processing units can be started so that value addition products can be sold because they fetch better prices in the market, sir.
Yeah. And okay, I think a long way to go. As a concept is good. Let us see if it works out. All the best.
Definitely, sir.
All the best.
Thank you so much, sir.
I would like to know that first batch of 20 students is already going on.
Yes, sir.
Whether you want to replace them with another 20 or you want to bring another 20 plus these 20, what is the training arrangement? How they will train their fellow fishermen or fellow students?
Sir, the existing 20 will remain. So basically, they will be involved in the management in the long run also. So they will be trained and they will then go to their respective SHGs to train their own members. So that will be
like master trainers.
Master trainers, sir. Yes.
But I think will it not be better if they are trained here in your present aquarium for on-job training?
Yes, sir. That arrangements will be made. That kind of support, etc., will be provided by the administration, sir, for on-the-job training.
Thank you very much. Good project.
Thank you, sir.